If you're someone who is currently going through a huge emotional distress and you are now going through a very dark moment in your life, watch this video until the end, because what I'm about to tell you is something that might benefit you and might help you to get out of this phase in your life. Now, we all have moments in our life where we feel some sort of emotional or mental distress. We feel like the whole world is going against us. We feel like we are a victim of outside events and circumstances. We feel like we are not being understood. We feel like we are being mistreated, and that is completely normal. Every single human on this planet has had some sort of experience like this and has felt this way like you do at the moment. And trust me, you're not alone. I am also feeling like this at the moment. I feel as if life is crumbling apart right before my eyes, and I feel like everyone is just going against me. But that is not true. Let me tell you why. That is a made-up concept by your own mind. When you're trying to implement better habits into your life, at first your mind will resist the changes, and it will try to convince you that these changes are extremely dangerous, and it will give you the worst case scenarios to convince you that the changes you're now implementing are very dangerous because they are getting you out of your comfort zone, and you are used to your comfort zone. You know your comfort zone because you're familiar with it, you've experienced it. So therefore, you know that your comfort zone is safe. So your mind is trying to convince you to stay and remain in your comfort zone. Don't try to pursue better places, better heights in your life, because they can be unpredictable. You don't know what can happen if you jump the fence. So this is why it's important to remain persistent, no matter what and how the outside circumstances show up to you. If you currently feel stuck in a very dark place right now, but you're trying to push harder, you're disciplining yourself to get out of this state that you are currently residing in your life, and mental as well, your mind will resist the change that you're trying to implement. So it's important that you get up from this emotional distress that you're currently residing in and try to convince yourself that the work you're now trying to implement is extremely beneficial for your future self. The present moment may not be looking exactly how you want it to look, but if you remain persistent, changes will appear in your life. One trick that has helped me uplift myself mentally and emotionally, I try to separate my mental and emotional well-being from my goal. I do prioritize and pursue my goal, but I do not allow it to control me, because it did not create me. I created, I pursue it, I made it appear in my life, not the other way around. So if one day I were to lose all progress, or if I were to lose the thing that I have worked hard for to achieve in my life, I will accept it that it's now gone, but I will replace it by trying again, by trying to do the same things that brought it to me. But I will not allow it to demoralize me and affect me emotionally and make me feel depressed and sad because it's gone. I can replace it. So whatever can be replaced and made again should not control you nor dictate you. You are the one who controls the things around you, not the other way around. The circumstances should not control you. You control circumstances. And if something unpredictable happens in your life, it should not dictate how you're going to feel and think. You're going to handle it in a very mature way. You're going to be a little more optimistic instead of pessimistic about the negative situation that you are encountering in your life. And you're going to tell yourself, I can handle it. It's okay. Everyone experiences bad events in their life. It's a part of our growth journey. But if you're going to allow the negative event to demoralize you and convince you that you should stop all progress, then you're not going to achieve your goals. You're not going to see any difference. If you are allowing outside circumstances to stop you from your progress, to make you feel depressed, if you are looking at things as if they are controlling you, as if your life depends on it. For example, you have a huge social media following, but if all of a sudden one day something happens and you lose all of that social media following and you feel sad, you feel like your life is over, you have made it in such a way that your life depends, and the level of worthiness you feel towards yourself is dependent and relies on the amount of followers you have on your social media platforms. So now you believe that you are nobody without your social media platforms. But the social media followers did not make you. You made them. You created the content that brought you the social media following. So if one day you were to lose your social media platforms that you really worked hard to achieve, it's okay to feel distressed and feel sad because you have lost something that you worked really hard to achieve. But it should not demoralize you and convince you that your life is over now that it's gone. It can be made again. It can be replaced. So everything that can be replaced in your life, it should not convince you that your life is over once it's gone from your life. Your life will have ups and downs. But does that mean that every single time you are faced with something negative, should it convince you that your life is over? That everything good is now gone from your life and you're only focusing on that one single bad aspect that it's now in your life? No, it should not be that way. Try to see it from another perspective. What has brought me to this moment in my life? What have I done or said or thought that made this bad thing appear in my life? And handle it maturely. Try to replace it with something good. Try to do something about it that will get your mind out of that aspect if it's really hard to get rid of it from your life. But if you can easily get rid of it, then do it. Get rid of it. Start something new. But with the knowing that I know what to do in order for it not to appear again in my life. Start new. Do it again. Do it better. Because when you fail, it should not demoralize you. It should convince you to start over again, but better. You now have more knowledge. You know what to do and what not to do because you have past experiences that prove you if you do this, you will fail. But if you do that, you will succeed. You should see life from another perspective. If I fail, that's fine. I have something more to learn. If I succeed, that's fine. It's amazing. But the amount of success should not dictate your emotional well-being. Success didn't make you. You made it. You should still feel happy even if you haven't achieved success yet. Your emotional and mental well-being should not rely on the amount of success you have in your life, on your looks, on the amount of friends you have. You should make yourself happy and try to look at life in the simplest, easiest way possible. Feel happy for the little moments in your life, for the warm cup of coffee in the morning, for the fresh air that you breathe in every time you wake up in the morning. Don't wait for beautiful, big things to happen in your life to make you feel happy. Don't convince yourself that the only time you should allow yourself to feel happy is when you experience success, because if you don't experience success, you will never feel happy. I hope this video was helpful for you. I totally understand why you might feel certain emotions that are not pleasant. Your mind can be tricky. It can convince you that your life is the worst, that you are a victim of your own life. But that's not the case. You're not a victim of your own life. Your life is not going against you. It's your mind that is trying to convince you that that's the case, when in actuality, it's not. If you stay with me until the end of this video, I'm so happy and grateful for it. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like it. And if you enjoy my content, subscribe to my channel because it helps me so much. And see you on my next video.